I think at a certain point you maybe can become busy enough that you don't have to worry as much about people saying no, or you say, or turning down projects, and like
Yeah.
there's enough in the pipeline that you're just never. I think you can get to that point, but it takes time. I don't know. I'm not quite there yet, but
Well, I kind of, yeah, that I've not really got that much of an issue saying no to projects, because not because I'm like, oh yeah, I don't need to, because I, or anything like that. I just like, I could still do with taking, you know, all the jobs that come my way, but I don't like, there's so much music in the world. Like, if you look at how many songs are
right.
uploaded to Spotify like every day, there's enough to go around.
Yes.
Like, you
Yeah.
don't need to be like desperately just taking anything. Like, I think if you're willing to play the long game,
Mm-hmm.
there's enough of like what you would like to work on.
Yeah.
Because I mean,
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
sure like the whole, like the Seth Godin kind of,
Mm-hmm. Yeah. The long tail of the internet.
yeah, exactly, all that sort of stuff. I just kind of feel like that has worked for me. That mindset has worked.
The abundance mentality.
Yeah, the what does he call it? The smallest viable market, rather than the largest. The whole like, you only need 1,000 people to pay you $100 each a year, and
you're good to go.
Yeah, I mean that makes so much sense.
It really does,
and especially coming from the kind of like the musical background that I've come from, where like, I like weird stuff. I like, I like left field stuff. I like experimental music and stuff like that. And it's like, there doesn't need to be that many of us buying these records to fund another one.
Yeah.
And I kind of feel the same with me. I mean, if I was working every single day for 10 hours, like 5 days a week, constantly mastering, like, that's good. I mean, that'd be more than enough money. Thank you very much. Like, I don't, the market, if you can find your smallest viable market, it will be big enough, I think, is the,
yeah. I mean, I love that. It's actually a really important thing to talk about. And, it's something that I've talked about a lot with Carl Bonner, who's been on the show, and I've mentioned, and he, we've done some like business, what's the word, like coaching, and he has this whole thing where you kind of find music you like on Spotify, and you kind of use the algorithm to kind of find artists that kind of match your taste and things that you like to work on, and there's just so many. And that's like the kind of like, oh, this would be a great artist to work with. This would be a great artist to work with. And then you just kind of slowly reach out to artists like that, And I hope I'm not giving away too much of I don't think I am. But like the proof is that there's just so much music out there that you could be a great fit for. And there, like you said, like there's just a market for engineers, because there's so many people make so many different kinds of music.